You found it.
I did, yeah. Great
Tom
place.
Anderson, nice to see you, man.
Good to see you too, Dwayne.
Yeah, hey guys, Dwayne England Fish Hunt Northwest, and we are here in the Allied HT. It's the Mustang, the hardtop, the brand new 2025 model, and it's here in the driveway. And you and I have been talking, and heck, we even had dinner down in Owako.
That's right.
Started kind of mapping this out on a napkin, and the day is here. You were heading north, said, hey, I'm gonna swing by your place.
Just happened to be driving by.
And you're bringing the components, and we're gonna install the Burnewiin, and we're gonna show you exactly a DIY, how you can do this yourself, because it is just that simple. Albeit we got to drill some holes in my boat.
Yeah, once you get started, you'll have fun drilling holes in your boat.
We're gonna drill holes in the boat, gonna install this stuff, and we're gonna show you how this system works and why I'm switching to this moving forward. You guys are gonna love this. We got work to do. Let's get going.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Tom, we're starting with the downrigger plates, and these are pre-drilled, obviously, for Scotty base plates, right? Yeah. But we're not even going to use those. You put tape on here. We're finding center, but you also got in the kit comes the temp.
That's right. So I like to put these mounts dead center on these plates.
Okay.
So sometimes what I'll do is put some painter's tape there, just do some diagonals and find center.
Okay.
The mounts also all come with a nice mounting guide that gives you some instructions.
Right.
Also a template, right?
The template, that's what I was looking for.
So that template, you can actually put right down on the piece, do some measurements, verify it, tape it in place, and use it for your holes.
Okay.
So we'll do that right now because that's what a lot of sort of customers might do, right? What do they say? Measure twice, drill once.
Drill once.
So 3 inches, 3 inches.
Yeah.
It's a little bit open-ended here because of this curvature, but if you run the numbers, it's 3 1/4. So we're 3 1/4 to center.
Gotcha.
And that's not as critical as matching up this to this, right? So they're both the same.
Gotcha. So whatever you start with here, you want to duplicate here, and then obviously
that's what I would do
on the other side.
And there are situations where you might want to get these spacings in alignment so you could run one of our tables in there or something. But now's the time to make it right?
Yeah, for sure. You do it once.
But a few extra minutes. So we can do the same thing on that side eventually.
Or are you going to measure?
That's ready to drill.
Oh boy.
You want to do the honors?
Go ahead.
So, and there's a little bit of leeway here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might want a center punch, but the center hole has a little bit of clearance to it.
Okay,
so
and that's a 2 1/4?
It's a 2 1/4.
Okay.
And it says it in the diagram.
Yeah.
You could go through and just drill a 1/4 inch. Most hole saws, all you need is just a regular hardware store. These are Milwaukee's bimetal.
Yep.
Most of them have a 1/4 inch center drill.
Sure.
So you could go and do a 1/4 inch drill on these locations, right?
Yep.
What I do though is I might just pop that in the center.
Yeah.
To mark it essentially.
Okay.
Do that on all 4. Now this, for the mounting bolts, I'm gonna just drill out with a smaller pilot bit just to get marked. Okay. Really, that's all we need the template for.
Look at you.
There'll be plenty more where that can.
Oh, I can imagine. We got a ton. Yeah.
Just put that there. People ask about stainless and aluminum, right?
Yeah.
It's a good question. Stainless and aluminum basically create a cathode and anode, right? So people will call it dissimilar metals or whatever.
Right.
So it's more of an issue in salt water, but it still is an issue.
Yeah.
And you want to isolate the two. So if you look around most aluminum boats, people will talk about it that know about it. But then a lot of times, I mean, you'll find hundreds of stainless steel fasteners and screws screwed into an aluminum boat, right?
Yep.
There's just really not much way around it.
Yeah.
The right way to do it is to put like a product like Tef Gel on there. Mm-hmm. The Tef Gel will isolate the two from each other.
Gotcha.
What we do, and this was kind of part of the whole plan, was we manufacture these, we call them isolation gaskets, and we make these specifically for aluminum boats.
Okay.
Yeah, and what we do is we sell these in pairs. The reason is so that you can have one on the bottom and one on the top.
Okay.
The bottom will keep the nuts and washers, which are stainless, off the aluminum.
Gotcha.
The top keeps the mount and everything off the
Screws
aluminum.
off the aluminum, yeah.
The way we build these too, you look at those little, we call them nibs or nubs, stick out.
Insert
That's so
right
it
into
goes
that
through the bolt
size.
hole.
Yeah.
So the reason that's important is that then also keeps the through bolt fastener away from the aluminum.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So those go in there. This one from the bottom goes in. So now none of the stainless touches the aluminum.
That's really smart. Makes sense.
Yeah. So the way that,
yeah.
so this just, if you look at that, that sits. The other thing is the way we do our mounts. I always install them with the latch to the left, operator left.
Okay.
It's easy. You don't have to do that. You can install them any way you want. I've seen people install them here,
yeah,
there, whatever. The reason I do that is you're always working with your same hand all the way around the boat.
Right.
So here it's forward.
Okay.
And some people, say, oh, you got to put it forward on the starboard and back on the port. But if you just remember same operating hand.
Yeah.
If I were left-handed
Yep.
and I owned the boat, I'd probably put the latch over here.
Right, yeah.
Because what happens is you naturally will grab a rod holder or downrigger with whatever your dominant hand is.
Yep.
And you can run it like that. It doesn't really matter.
It makes sense to me. Yeah.
Just that click, 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 moving stuff around.
Yep. It can be good.
So
yeah, look at that.
Our base, what we do, this plate accepts the Scotty.
Is that aluminum?
That's aluminum.
Okay.
It's all type 3 hard anodized, so you
Yeah.
get a separation between that and that.
Yeah, right.
And when we machine this, we put in these 4 holes.
Okay.
So the way I run my Scotty downriggers, I leave their swivel base off. The swivel base, which is this,
Yeah,
adds quite a bit of height and just, stuff, right?
it does.
So I leave mine off, and then
Okay.
what you do is the Scotties all have this, what's called this flip-up base.
Yep.
I think they call it, it's the, I think they call it a flip-up base.
Yeah.
And that's what gives you, one of the things I like about the Scotties is when you're fishing, you can raise it up, right?
Right.
Bring the ball to you,
Yes.
drop it back down.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now,
Personal preference.
the cool thing is you can come out now and just, when you want to use your downrigger, snaps in, and you're rolling,
There you
right?
go.
And in your case, you still have your swivel base on,
This is
so wherever
over
your knob
here,
is.
so you can go to the back,
That's correct.
just like that.
When you're done, you can either leave it like this, but the Scotties are kind of nice because you can go like this. So you can just grab it.
Out you go.
Super easy. So this is an excellent spot for a halibut rod holder.
Yeah.
Like this, you pop this in at a 45 back. Now you've got a rod there and then one
Sure.
forward going that way.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Same functionality.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow.
So
Outstanding.
that's the
Okay.
downrigger, and then essentially,
And you
we've
got
got-
these modular cleats.
yeah, so your cleats for your fenders.
Yep.
The cleats come in pairs. In there's a little diagram on how to run your line.
Oh, yeah.
So you can quickly adjust the height.
Sure.
But the beauty is you get to the dock, people don't have to tie it on anything, they can just snap it right in any available mount. We'll put one up there for you.
Yeah, because I'm going to have a midship
Yeah.
versatile for a rod holder, and I'm going to use it as a midship cleat
Yep.
because we didn't install one here, so that'll make up for it for sure.
So essentially then we've got the quick release, the spinning rod holder, the casting rod holder.
Yeah.
They all have this same functionality,
Yep.
right?
Vertical
I
to
sometimes use that
horizontal.
as just a net holder.
Yeah.
One of my nets, I dedicated one of these to that. I actually cut this off to make it shorter,
Just for a net holder.
just for the net.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then,
Yep.
of course, we've got a few different knives. I think we showed you the short knife in and out of the same mount.
Yep.
It's actually a great spot right there once you have those.
Yeah.
Cutting bait or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Those will be very handy.
And then you're getting one of the fillet knives
got
too,
in there. Oh.
which I always have that shorty knife on board just for
Right.
utility.
Yeah.
But this is a nice 7-inch fillet knife that has the same
There you
functionality.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, real nice. Well engineered for sure. So,
So there you go. That's the system.
yeah, it's quite the system. Well, we got more install to do before we get run out of daylight here.
Yes.
More holes to
About
drill.
an hour.
Here we go. Okay. well, there we go. Installation complete. Want to thank Tom Anderson, owner at Burnewiin, for coming by yesterday. Although it was a late afternoon and we got started, got a couple hours in before it got dark. I came out today, finished a couple final installs on my back workstation, and now the entire system is complete. Outfitted with Burnewiin. Really excited to have this on the boat and moving forward to put it to work out there on the water. I'm going to show you a quick walkthrough on how it finished out. Well, there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that. A quick look at the final product. Really happy with how it all turned out. Again, can't wait to put it to use. Check out the entire system. Burnewiin.com. That's Burnewiin, 3 syllables. Burnewiin.com. Check them out.